Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. It's been so long since I've done a vlog. In fact, I think the last vlog I done was back in May in the build up to the photo shoot. So if you haven't watched that vlog yet, go and watch it because I had such lovely feedback from it. And actually I've watched it back myself a few times because it was such an amazing experience, and to be honest I wish I could do it all again. As hard as the diet was, the photo shoot week and the photo shoot itself was amazing. So yeah, it's been a long summer. I've been really busy, so I thought today we can have a little catch up. I will tell you what I've been up to, how my training's been, where I'm currently at whilst I'm getting ready. Because one of the things I think about 5 people asked me off the back of my last vlog was, how do you curl your hair, because it always looks so nice. So thank you so much for that. So I thought, I'm curling my hair now, so I may as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone, have a little catch up and show you how I do my hair. So first of all, if you're wanting to wand your hair, I always think it depends on the products that you use. If you use really good products, then you're more likely going to get a better hold with your hair. My hair is pin straight. Like, I've just blasted this with the hairdryer, not even like straightened it with the hairdryer, literally just blasted it. So my hair is super straight anyway, and I really struggle to keep a curl. So if I ever get like a curly blow, it never lasts. But wanding my hair and using these products, I feel like if I wand my hair today, it probably still will have a little bit of a wand by the time Sunday comes around. So I wash my hair. I also like to usually let it dry naturally, but I didn't have time today, so I've just blasted it. But I don't know if that makes a difference, but I always feel like when I let my hair dry naturally and then just blast it over to make it nice and smooth, it just feels better. But like I say, I haven't had time today. Before I dry my hair, I always use a protector spray, and then I always use this Bedhead Small Talk. I don't even know actually what it is. It's a thickening cream, but basically I just feel like this adds a little bit of texture to your hair and it makes it hold a little bit better. I've only ever used this one. There are probably other things that you can use, but this one works for me. And if there are any hairdressers watching this, mind your business, because I am not a hairdresser, but this is what works for me. And I'm actually going to put my extensions in today. I haven't worn my extensions. I can't even remember the last time I wore them. But regardless of whether you're wearing extensions or not, I feel like this is how I do my hair regardless of whether I've got extensions in. So I think it will work for you either way. But if you are wearing extensions, I will put them in first, so that they just blend in with the curls a little bit better. So I'm just going to pop this in, if I can remember how to do it. I haven't worn this in so long. So that's the extensions put in. I know some people like to pin up half of the hair and then wand the bottom and then let the rest down and then wand the rest. But to be honest, I've tried both and I just feel like doing it all in one go still works. I don't think it looks any different for when, if I do clip it up and separate it. So I basically just split my hair into 2 halves. Half this side, and then from the back I'll take a big section, bit of a big chunk, like that, brush it so it's nice and smooth, get your wand away from your face, and then wrap your hair around like so. Hold it there for a few seconds. Now this is the part where I feel like makes the biggest difference when you're curling your hair. So when you're taking this off, I always put the wand to my hand like that and then catch the curl and then take the wand off. And then while it's still in my hand, I will get the hairspray and just pop a little bit of spray on it and kind of just let it cool in your hand for a second. Sometimes if I'm going on like a night out, I should really do it today really so that it lasts the full weekend. I've got like long clips that I will just slide in and clip the curl in so that it stays in the curl a little bit longer, but I can't really be bothered today, so I'll just hold it like that and then it'll look like that, like a proper little party curl. But obviously once it all drops a little bit and you brush it out, it won't look as much like a party curl like that. And like I say, if you are a hairdresser and you're watching this thinking, what are you doing, then let me know any tips or mind your own business. So for the past few months since the photo shoot, I've still been working with a coach, and straight after the shoot, just a few weeks after, I went to London a couple of times, weekends away for some concerts, and then we had a trip to Ibiza. So when we finished the shoot, I said to my coach, I want to try and stay as lean as I possibly can. I don't want to gain too much body fat, but ultimately my goal post-shoot was to start building muscle, because I feel like I've never properly done a muscle building phase. So my calories were increased after the shoot. I was starting to eat more food and just trying to manage social occasions as best as I possibly could. My weight did slowly start to creep up a little bit, which was to be expected given how busy I was and the fact that I was trying to build more muscle as well. So I've been away 3 times. I've been to Ibiza, I've been to the Azores, which is a little island off Portugal, and I've been to Cyprus for 10 days. So yeah, it's been a lot, but in between all of that, I've been strength training consistently 4 times per week and eating more food day to day, which, like I said, is something that I've never really committed to and stuck to. So it's been really good for me to be working with a coach and just be consistent with my training. So it was only last week or the week before that I really started to see a really big difference in terms of my physique and how much things have changed. Because when you're in a muscle building phase, you don't really get them exciting weekly check-ins where you're seeing a difference every single week. Obviously, when you're in a fat loss phase, pretty much every week you're seeing new lowest weights, you're seeing inches dropping. But when you're in a building phase, you don't see that. If anything, you're seeing your measurements going up and your weight going up as well. So mentally, it's really hard to accept and just trust the process. And it wasn't until last week when I looked at, well, my coach showed me my progress pictures and said, look how much bigger your muscles are on your biceps, your shoulders. And then this week was really, this week my back was really popping and you could see all the muscles. You could really see my delts that had grown. So it was a really good week last week. I felt like all my hard work had paid off over the summer, but it definitely hasn't been an easy process. It has been quite hard, because I am a person who, you know, I don't absolutely love the gym. It's one of the hardest things that I struggle with to stay consistent with. So yeah, I'm really quite proud of myself, to be honest. So the plan is moving forward to just continue doing what we're doing over the next few months. It's obviously, what date is it now? It's coming up towards the end of September. And we're going to carry on eating more food, building muscle throughout October. And then November, we're going to do a little bit of a mini cut, because obviously within this gaining phase, I have gained some body fat. I have grown a lot of muscle, but I have gained some body fat as well. So the idea is to do a gaining phase for X amount of time and then just do little mini cuts along the way to just get rid of a little bit of body fat, so that I feel comfortable, because I'm already feeling just slightly uncomfortable with how I'm looking and how I'm feeling, because I have gained body fat and it's just part of the process. So I'm really looking forward to, didn't think I'd ever say that either, looking forward to doing a little bit of a mini cut in November, December, in the build up to Christmas, because I'm going away for Christmas. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. Now with this hair, as you start getting to the front, as you can see, I've just literally been going right along and doing the same thing with all of the hair. I always separate the front bit that I want to kind of go around my face. And then, where have I just put that brush? There it is. And then just give it a little brush. And just keep going, really, doing the same thing that you've been doing all the way around. So the only bit I do different when it comes to this part of the hair is literally just brush the hair up, and I'm going to curl it from higher up from the root so that there's just a little bit more shape around my face. So just get the wand, curl it like this, hold it for a few seconds, ow, without burning yourself, and then do the same, catch it, spray it, hold it, and then there's that side done. So the only difference with this side is that you just need to switch your hands that you use the wand in, and that can be quite hard. It just takes a bit of practice. Once you've done it a few times, you do get used to it. So I've just been holding it with this hand and going away from my face. This time I'm going to do it this way and go away from my face that way. So I'm just going to finish up this hair, put a bit of makeup on, decide what I'm wearing for the funeral today. I've got to wear something that's comfortable to travel in because we're literally going to a funeral, and then we've got to go straight to the airport, and we're literally cutting it fine. We're leaving the funeral at 4 and the gate closes for our flight at 6, and we've got to go to Manchester, so it's going to be a little bit of a rush, but we'll get there. So finish this side of my hair, put some makeup on, get ready, and I'll show you when I brush it all out and what it looks like. And actually one thing I didn't mention before when I was talking about my weight and how things are going and things, is that my weight has actually crept up to around the same as what it was before I'd done a diet phase. So before I started the diet back in February, I was 58 kg, and last week I'm around 58 kg again. So I'm the same weight as before I lost all of the weight and got super lean. However, in terms of how I'm looking, I look so much better, and you can see that I've built so much muscle. Like, I look leaner, I've got more muscle, and I'm the same weight. So this is why it's so important to not always just be fixated on what your scale weight is, because you can change the way your body looks and make it look better, make yourself feel better, but weight wise you may end up weighing the same. So to be honest, I don't really care what I weigh, because I just think we don't walk around with our weight on our forehead. Nobody knows what you weigh unless you tell them. So yeah, that's that. Oh, I'll tell you one thing, your back kills when you're doing this. Nearly done now. So this is the finished look, and I know that looks like proper party curls and you wouldn't ever go out like that, but I always find when you wand your hair, if you can then just spray it a little bit and then leave it as long as you can before you have to brush it out. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I always just feel like then when you brush it out, it just brushes out into a much nicer wanded curl. And I use this type of comb to brush it out with. I've seen people using like paddle brushes, but I don't know, I don't like the way my hair brushes out with a brush, so you can trial and edit it. I use a comb like this, and you get these from Home Bargain. But I'm just going to do my makeup first, and I'm definitely not going to film that because I'm absolutely shocking at putting makeup in. So I'll do my makeup, get dressed, and then I'll be back with you to show you the finished look. Okay, so this is not the finished look, but it will be. I've left it for about an hour and a half, and now I'm just going to brush it out with this comb. I don't usually leave it for that long, to be honest. I usually leave it for about half an hour, if that, so it has really dropped. But I'm hoping when I brush it out now, it's going to look half okay. And you just keep brushing it over until it looks a little bit of something like that. I was going to pin it back today, like a bit of half up, half down, but if it looks okay, I might just leave it. I've literally just ate my lunch and I didn't even feel like it. You know, when you've got like, I've just said to Danny, today we're going to a funeral, we're going on a flight, and we're leaving the kids for 2 nights. Talk about testing my nerves. Oh, I feel sick. So I wasn't really hungry for lunch, but I know I'm not going to have any time to eat later, so I've just had to force it down me, and I'll feel a little bit sick, but it is what it is. Anyway, that will probably drop a little bit more by the end of the day. I don't know if you can see what it looks like on the back. But yeah, that's it. All done, guys. So, plan of action now is I've got to go and drop Ariana's dance bag off at school because she's going straight to dance from school and she forgot to take her dance bag this morning. That was my fault. And then we're going to the funeral, and then we're going straight to the airport. So obviously I'm not going to be vlogging while we're at the funeral. But I will check back in when we're on our way to the airport if I'm not too rushed and if I'm not too feeling nervous, because whenever we're going for a flight, when we haven't got the kids, oh, I feel sick. But anyway, see you later. So we made it to Amsterdam by the skin of our teeth. Well, actually not by the skin of our teeth. Our flight ended up being delayed, and then tried to vlog on my camera and it was out of battery, which is the story of my life today. So we're just running to get a cab back to the hotel. My phone's on 5%. My vlogging camera is dead. And yeah, we'll do a little room tour when we get to the hotel.
Bye, Felicia.
Come on, fella. This looks nice. Oh. Thank you. What's our room number? 401. What a quirky little place this is. I don't know if I like the rooms. The doors.
We know that you're in here and that you're all alone.
You guys not being 402 for one pitching.
Hey, say hi to the vlog.
What's going on?
Hey. Now time for our room reveal. The grand tour. Good morning. Well, I say good morning very loosely. It's 11 o'clock. We had a big lie-in today. I don't think we ended up getting in last night till about 3 a.m. maybe. So we landed at about 9:30, got a taxi straight to the hotel, put our bags in and then went straight out for a big walk and for some drinks. And yeah, it was a really good night actually, but I hate that we've wasted the morning and slept in, but yesterday was a long day. I was up from 5 o'clock yesterday, taught a class, went to the gym, got ready for the funeral, went to the funeral, which obviously is always really draining, but it went really well. And then yeah, we had a really nice time last night. So plan of action for today is get out, go and get a coffee and then go for a big walk and some exploring and things. I'm actually really hungry as well, so we're going to go and get some food. So this is what I'm wearing. Danny's already been out this morning to get himself a coffee and he said it's freezing. I've only brought like a fleece type jacket. So I'm hoping I'm going to be warm enough, but probably not because I'm always freezing. Hopefully this will be warm enough, so yeah, let's go and explore Amsterdam. Outfit of the day, Danny.
Yeah. Me?
Busy. Just shot back to the hotel. This hotel is so quirky, it's so old. I don't know how I feel about it. Look at this lift, I don't know if you can see, but there's no door on there. It's such an old-fashioned lift. It's got a little chair. Oh, I was like, I don't know what I feel. I don't want to get in this lift. I'm gonna get stuck. Are we nearly there? I think this is us. It's an absolutely stunning building. Can I get an Aperol Spritz, please?
Of course. Right. Have a beer, please. A beer.
Yeah, we're ready to order food, please. What's the soup of the day, please?
It's zucchini soup.
Zucchini.
That's a
So that's courgette in English.
I know, I'll just take the, can we get one tomato soup, please? And one French onion soup as well, please.
Yeah.
And
Al, do you want me to order
a smoked chicken toasty, please.
Chicken toast. Would you like to have any sauce with that on the side? Ketchup, mayonnaise, chili mayonnaise.
What was that? What sauce?
Chili mayonnaise?
Yeah.
Chili mayonnaise,
It's a
yeah.
very nice one.
Is it?
It's very nice.
Okay,
I
yeah.
love that,
I love
please.
it.
Can we get 2 French onion soup and the same toasty, the chicken toasty.
Oh yeah, fuck that. Eve in the O2, and there's these girls, they were about 18, 17, 18, stood next to the Tesco outside the O2 with a quarter bottle of Smirnoff and a bottle of Fanta Twist, and they were going. That's it, he's going. That's it.
Yes, thank you.
Where, sorry?
Coach, Brasserie facing.
Thank you very
John
much.
Lewis in town. Just a little French restaurant. Cow. So we like go, do you want to go to Cow from the stage? You go. What do you mean? Like,
sarcasm.
They're not into like people like taking the piss. They're just like, nah. Ooh.
That was nice.
That's just a European thing, no? Like German. Have you ever been to Monkey Forest near Stoke?
No. I mean, our kids have.
I want to go there.
Is that by Trenton Gardens?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gorgeous in Trenton Gardens. You have big like music festivals and that in there.
That was nice.
Unreal.
Very good to it. Really good.
Hotel. See that? Smoked chicken, I don't know if I'd like this.
I'm hoping you don't.
Smoked ham. You have that, don't you? Like gammon.
I like smoked. Usually. Man, think so?
What?
Think so?
Yours are nice, yeah.
Is everything good here?
Perfect, thank you.
Greenhouse, you buy all your weed, and then we've been to the Bulldog, and then to watch the match somewhere. Stones, is it?
Of course, we find the match wherever we go.
Little bet on.
How are we feeling, you two?
Gas.
This is our hotel. From the outside looking in, it actually looks quite creepy, and actually on the inside it is a little bit creepy as well. Look at this. So we're just getting back to the hotel. It's about 6 o'clock. We've got dinner booked for 7:30, so we need to go in and get ready quite quick because it's about 10-15 minutes away in a taxi. But the place where we're going is absolutely gorgeous, and the food is amazing. We went in January, so dead excited for that. Come on. Good evening. What a day. I feel like when you come to Amsterdam, I've only ever been one other time, and I remember the time felt like it went so fast, yet you felt like you've been there a whole year, even though it's only been one day, and that's exactly how I feel today. We've done a little bit of bar hopping, a little bit of coffee shop hopping, and it's been lovely. The weather's been dry, but a little bit sunny. So it's been the perfect weather, to be honest. And going back from when I last curled my hair on Friday, which was only yesterday, but it feels like 2 years ago. I've not waved my hair again. I've literally just threw my extensions in and it still looks like it's wandered. I have just gone over my 2 little front bits, but the rest of it I haven't needed to wand, and I've had it out all day as well, so quite happy with that. This is what I'm wearing. A little skirt, boots, and a little crop top. And we're going to a restaurant called Momo, which when we came in January for Alex's hen do, we went and it was such nice food, like Asian, Pan-Asian, sushi, DJ on, nice vibes. So we're heading in now. We should have been leaving like 15 minutes ago, so I've got to go. So. Thank you.
Another person.
Me, thank you.
Gotcha.
The glass doesn't look the best, but it looks like it tastes nice. You know what I mean?
I'm excited about that.
It's nice. Getting out the taxi now, it's amazing.
Don't be a pussy.
I'm not being a pussy.
You are? Amsterdam isn't for the faint-hearted. We haven't nearly been run over about 20 times today.
Yeah, the Eloise.
Oh no. It passed the test.
Or on McDougal.
Thank you. Can't go wrong with a glass of Savion Beach. Cheers. Marlborough, New Zealand.
I'm not normally a white wine person.
Cheers.
Savion, love that.
Savion.
By the way, it's got to be
Marlborough.
Didn't pour too much in. That's a lovely glass, right?
I like a pale rosé, but I like, if I'm not for a white wine, I like Pinot Grigio.
Wine.
Not the only wine. Megzi.
Edamame.
Lager no more.
Grapefruit.
Yeah.
Nice stuff.
Can we get the duck roll?
Sorry.
Oil.
We get the shrimp tempura roll, sushi please, and the sushi.
Oh yeah, sushi.
Sushi. And the king crab and gomez soybean.
Great.
Sushi. Yeah. And then for meat, can we please get a seafood jumbo curry?
Very good.
And the fillet of beef. Fillet of beef.
The beef fillet, yeah.
Fillet of beef, yeah.
The beef, medium rare.
Everyone have a medium rare, yeah. Yeah.
And side.
The roast inside, yeah. And Thai.
Spicy noodles, yeah.
Yeah.
And quite spicy noodles.
Yeah, we can handle a bit of spice.
Jesus, so we didn't like that too.
Yeah, cauliflower and rice.
He remembers it.
Extraordinary.
I know, but did you order?
You ordered the shrimp tempura frappolate.
Once again. Sushi. Oh, my camera thing was stuck in the soy sauce. What are they, duck? Duck springies. Duck springies and tempura prawn. My favourite. I want to taste the, what are these? Duck spring rolls. Wow. This is the prawn tempura. I think this was the nicer one. Wow. What's that? Pad Thai. Cauliflower. Steak. Fillet. And that's the jungle. Seafood jungle curry. Are you washing the dishes? Cheers to the shot of Good morning, guys. They're fancy curtains, aren't they? Oh, I feel like I've been in a time warp. We've been in Amsterdam for 2 nights and it feels like it's been 2 weeks. I don't know what it is. Like yesterday we were talking about things that had happened the day before and it felt like it was like last week, and I kept saying, you know, the other day, and I was like, not the other day, yesterday, because we've literally been here 2 nights and we go home today. So I need to get this room packed up. Last night was so nice. The food in that place, Momo, is unbelievable. The vibes, the drinks, it was just absolutely gorgeous. So if you come into Amsterdam, I highly recommend that restaurant. It's just really nice vibes in there. So plan of action for today is Danny's left me and gone down to the spa. I had a little lie-in this morning again, which was nice. So I'm either going to go down and meet him in the spa for a bit, or he's going to come up and we're going to go and walk for a coffee and do a little bit more sightseeing. I think we're going to go on a little boat trip today, because even though we're going home, our flight is until 8 o'clock tonight. So we're going to find a little boat trip, go somewhere else for lunch, and yeah, do some more steps and a little bit more sightseeing and things. we also need to check out by 11 o'clock as well, so we need to pack up and put our suitcases downstairs before we head out for the day, so I better get my ass ready.
A few moments later. 2,000 years later. One eternity later.
So that was the sound of our safe being drilled open because soft shite forgot the code.
Didn't forget the code.
You did forget the code.
Someone's come in and changed the code.
Someone's come in and changed the codes apparently. So they just had to drill a safe open to get our passports out because nearly wouldn't have been going home then. I was thinking, what if they couldn't have opened it? They'd have to put us up in a room again. Yeah. We'd have to stay an extra night.
Oh no.
Oh no. Time to go and get some breakfast.
Imagine there's no heaven.
Just move that out.
I don't like that.
This is cute. You'll be able to see it now, but we just got told that that boat right there is what? A houseboat. How much was it?
4.6 mil.
4.6 mil for these houseboats. Yeah, what did she say about that?
The next person, you'll get passed down through your family. It gets passed down to the next person on the waiting list for a boat.
And she said it was 30 years.
30 years,
30 years waiting list.
Yeah, so if no one gets passed down to the next person on the list, I love the fun fact. You'll still have to give your family the joke for it, won't they?
They'd have to buy it, yeah.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Entered the most expensive canal in Amsterdam, the Gentleman's Canal. If you guys notice to the side, these houses are humongous. They go up to 55 million. So you can imagine the like ING, it's all offices or very, very rich people. But actually, you guys would notice that also the windows are very big. That's because windows used to be a social status. So you would get taxed on every window that you have, on every square in the window that you have. So that would tell people, hey, I'm a good businessman. I pay my taxes, and so come do business with me. If you don't pay your taxes, they come and they cover them up so they can show people that you're a bad businessman. Don't do business with this person. But also, guys, have you guys noticed that some houses are painted black? Like, I personally like it, but some people are like, why would you paint your house black? There is actually a reason behind that. Basically, are you guys familiar with the plague, the Black Death? Well, back in the day, Amsterdam was a very dirty city. Everything went inside the canals, so they actually called Amsterdam the pretty lady with a stinky smell. So also, the Black Death was very prominent here in this city. To avoid the Black Death, people made an agreement to paint the infected families. They painted their entire house black so they can stay away from it. And in Amsterdam, it's illegal to change the way your house looks on the outside for aesthetic purposes and history. So the black houses that you guys see are the same ones that were infected back in the day. Right now, they're not infected. They're really, really nice, very expensive. But yeah, if you guys notice any black houses, it was infected. You guys are going to notice a lot on this canal, so even the rich couldn't escape it.
Let's put a little bit of a snack, I'd say.
Ketchup and garlic.
Ketchup and garlic. And dessert, we went for the Dutch pancakes.
And whatever they're called.
The mini ones, hopefully. And extra whipped cream. Thank you.
I'm also going to have that dessert.
Sometimes like chips and red sauce is underrated, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
That is just what I need.
Yeah. Ooh. That's close. Home time. Wow, Wow, what a fun weekend Amsterdam was. We had the best time, and today it's actually a week after Amsterdam. I've just went to edit the vlog and I realised I didn't do a little bit of an outro video, so I thought I'd just come on and say thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm definitely not going to leave it as long as I did to post another vlog. I'm probably going to do like a more in-depth day in the life, or spend a weekend with me at home or something like that. But if there's anything that you want to see, please let me know. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.